Hello guys, so here's my intro, and here's what we're going to do today. It's another one of them Ninja Kiwi glitches, as they always appear after every update. There's bound to be something Ninja Kiwi misses, and this one, well, I'd say is a pretty big bug, or a pretty game-breaking one. One that you can get a pretty big advantage out of, and that is basically getting unlimited / infinite free insta-monkeys. So first, obviously, I'm going to show you how it works. There's actually very specific conditions for when this bug actually occurs, so for most of you, you won't be able to replicate this bug. But luckily for me, I can, and I'll show you right now. So I'm gonna hop over to my game save on Rake over here. Rake on Chimps mode, you see we're saved on round 101. Now if you didn't know, it seems a lot of people don't know, but you do get an insta-monkey after beating round 100 every time. And how it's supposed to work is you're only supposed to get one insta-monkey for every run you do. So say for example, you make it to round 100 on Rake, and you win, and then you go back home, and then you load back the save. I mean, you shouldn't get another insta-monkey, right? Doesn't really make sense that way, in practicality, but watch what happens when I press play over here. The moment we press play, we get a free ninja monkey, so 203, keep that in mind. And we won't let the round play, we're actually gonna go back home. That way our game save is still on round 101. And we go back into Rake over here, load into it, hard chimps, and then play the round again. And I guess you know what happens. Boom! Another free insta-monkey. And you can do this forever and ever until you get bored of it, or until you get enough insta-monkeys that you are satisfied. And that's basically it, folks. That's how you get infinite free insta-monkeys. However, that ain't the end of the video, because I gotta explain to you how it works, right? Because I did mention it doesn't work every single time. But first, let me show you what kind of insta-monkeys I had before using this glitch. So I'll show it up on the screen right now. Just keep a quick look at the counter of all the monkeys, because by the end of this video, you'll see that I've exploited this pretty hard. Because essentially, if you're fast enough, you can get one insta-monkey every, what, 15 seconds? So I'm gonna just keep doing it while explaining to you guys how exactly it works. Now, obviously, I don't condone using this glitch. I mean, if you do really want to, then feel free. And that probably begs the question, why are you even showing this video if you don't want people to use this glitch? Well, first, it's obviously to let Ninja Kiwi know how this glitch works. That makes it easier for them to patch it, like knowing how and when it occurs. So first, let me just explain the conditions of when it works, while I keep getting free insta-monkeys. In fact, because I know a lot of you will be trying this right now, and then you're gonna complain in the comment section, why does this not work? You fucking liar, unsub, dislike. And I know you're really tempted to do that because it doesn't work for you, but let me explain. Let me actually hop onto another round 100 save I have over here, aka the daily challenge. So we're gonna go to the first one, and then we're gonna continue this game, which I left off at round 100. Because I want to see if this glitch would work on other maps other than my Rake save. And you'll see once I load into here and I press play, nothing. No free insta-monkey. So why does this glitch not work for that daily challenge save, and yet it does work for the Rake save? Well, one theory I had for this was because the Rake save I had was before the 3.0 update, and the daily challenge I played after the 3.0 update. So maybe that's why it didn't work, and that's the reason why it doesn't work. You have to have a game save from before the 3.0 updates in order to actually have this glitch working. So AK for 90% of you, yeah, you're sadly out of luck if you don't have around 100 game save from before the updates. If you play a map after the update and get to around 100, save it, go back home, and then load back in. Nope, you will not get more insta-monkeys. This glitch only happens if you have an old game save. And luckily for me, I did keep this what is it, month-old Rake save. I don't know if you guys still remember the Rake Chimps video, but that was definitely a while ago. So thank God I still had this save, otherwise I would not be able to show this glitch to you. And therefore, no video. In fact, I actually had somebody ask me this question like a couple weeks ago on stream. They asked me, why do you always go into free play after you beat a level, instead of just going back home, considering you're never going to go back into the save and play it again? Well, here's the reason. You never know what glitch may occur, or when you want to go back into the game. for whatever reason, it's better to have the game save than not, because if you press home after you beat the level, you will not... your game save will be erased. You can't go back into it. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything in the long run to go into free play. Spend that extra 1 second pressing the free play button and going home just for that game save. And that's why, if you'll notice my level screen, basically every single map has a game save. Yeah, see over here, basically all easy maps, almost all of them, almost all the medium, all the hard ones, and all the expert ones. Because you never know what might happen in these game saves after updates. Now, one more thing I have to mention about this glitch. It's that, yes, you actually have to have around 100 game save from before the update. Like, say for example, you have around 80 save, say on hard mode after beating it, and you get to around 100 that way. Nope, you won't get an instant monkey. I've already tried this. In fact, I can show you right now. We'll jump into Hedge over here. I have this around 100 game save that I just played early today. I had it left off around 80 from before the update, but then I tried to go another 20 rounds to see if I would get another instant monkey, and it turns out the answer is no. So right now it only works on my rake save, and that's the only way I can abuse this glitch. So if Ninja Kiwi's watching this, which they probably are because they want to get on top of this bug, they don't want people exploiting this too much. Sorry Ninja Kiwi, I've already done it plenty of times. But that's okay, this is a single player game, so it doesn't affect anybody but me. At least that's how I see it. Oh yeah, and one more thing to note. If you're taking a close look at all the instant monkeys I'm getting, you are noticing that yes, all these instant monkeys are at least tier 3 or tier 4. Now I don't know if this is the same thing for like beating every round 100 on like any map, any difficulty, or if it's just for harder maps where you're always going to get a tier 3 or tier 4 tower. I guess it's good that Ninja Kiwi did this, you know. They gotta give you something good if you beat 100 rounds, right? Imagine getting a tier 1 and tier 2 tower after you go through a grueling 100 rounds on chimps. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't be very happy. And I think that's really all I have to say about the glitch. Again, chances are maybe 1% of you will be able to replicate this glitch like I am right now. To reiterate, you must have around 101 save from before the update in order to abuse the glitch. So chances are if you ever beat Impossible or Chimps mode and then you went into free play and saved on round 101, then you will be able to use it, but otherwise, yeah, you're sadly out of luck. And this video will mean nothing to you. But before I end the video, I actually have to say one more thing regarding the last video and Benjamin, because I see a lot of people are defending him and saying that he's actually a good hero instead of what I was saying and trashing him the entire time. Now, I didn't actually mean to trash him the entire time. I mean, first thing you have to note is that yes, I may have been a little too harsh on him, but one, it was a live commentary, and two, it was like less than 24 hours after the update. So in that case, you won't be able to get to accurate conclusions that quickly, so I just gave my thoughts on it after playing it and then reading up on what others have said about it at the start. And yeah, after seeing other videos and other reviews on it, okay, he's not as bad as I thought, but personally I don't really like him because to get an advantage on him, you actually have to use farms, and I personally really don't use farms much in this game, mostly because I'm too used to playing Chimps mode, aka no income at all. So I've basically learned to play every single map without using farms. And yes, while Benjamin still comes out at a positive even if you don't use farms, at least in the mid game, once you get to late game he actually hurts you if you don't use farms, and you don't snowball your early game advantage. So that's my opinion on it. And I know Ninja Kiwi probably designed the Trojan to work that way, because of course, some heroes have to have weaknesses or else they're going to be overpowered. I don't deny that. But yeah, that's really it. Let's actually take a look at all our instant monkeys now, shall we? Let me just hop over to a game over here, just to see the before and after. I don't know how many times I restarted this. I guess you guys can count, but take a look on the right side over here and how many monkeys I have of each. But indeed, it's a pretty significant difference compared to before, because you're going to be seeing a lot of high tier super monkeys over here. Alchemists, ninjas, everything basically. So I don't think there's a glitch as significant as this one in 3.0 so far, at least from what I've seen. But if there are, then feel free to let me know, because I'm definitely down to see some more of these glitches for myself, and see how they affect the game. Oh, and one more thing about Benjamin. I also see a lot of comments saying that the second ability doesn't lose you money because it gives you double cash / triple cash. And you're only partially right about that, but for the most part that's incorrect, because come late game there's going to be a lot of Moabs, BFBs, and the ability turns one BFB into one Moab, so you only get the money from one Moab times 2 or times 3, which is less than 4 Moabs from a BFB. Do simple math, 2 is less than 4, 3 is less than 4. And for the Trojan, no, you do not get money from a Trojan Moab or a Blimp, or any Bloon at all. For those saying my money went up, that's because of Benjamin's end of round cash, and the end of round cash you get from beating the round. Sorry, just had to get that off my chest, because a lot of people are misinformed about how it works. But that's all. I will see you guys in the next video.